I'm Kareem Abdul Jabbar. Many of you know me from my years with the Los Angeles Lakers on the basketball court. Today, I'm talking to you as a concerned citizen. Did you know that thousands of children just like you disappear each year to stranger abduction? Many of these abductions could have been prevented if kids only had the StreetSmart skills to avoid the stranger. This is why I want you to listen to StreetSmart Sam and Officer DeBry, who will show you what you need to do to become StrangerSmart. This video will show you how to apply StreetSmart's 4-step personal safety system to the problems you face on a daily basis. Learn how to master and apply the principles and techniques in this video, and you will be safer.
Hello. Are you listening? Good. I'm StreetSmart Sam. They call me StreetSmart because I know that as beautiful as the world may be, it can also be dangerous if I'm not careful. Let me show you what I mean.
Did you know that every year in the United States, many thousands of children disappear? There can be nothing more horrifying to a parent than to have a child disappear without knowing the fate of their son or daughter.
Sarah? Sarah? Sarah?
Hi, I'm Rhonda Carr. Every day kids walk out of their houses and into the world. A great place to be, and a place to be smart and cautious. Street smart, like StreetSmart Sam. Your children may never be bothered by a stranger, but what if they are? Is your child one of those street smart kids who knows how to get away? Crimes against children can be prevented. You do need to be careful, but you don't need to be afraid. Making peace in the world doesn't mean always doing what someone else tells you to do, especially a stranger. It means standing up for a world that doesn't allow violence. This video will teach you how to stick up for yourself if a grown-up bothers you. You'll learn 4 self-defense steps and 13 safety tips. When you have learned and practiced them all, you'll be like StreetSmart Sam, able to stand up for peace and outfox any stranger. First of all, what is a street smart kid? StreetSmart Sam knows.
See what's happening? Walks tall, thinks ahead, follows safety rules, and knows how to outfox strangers by using the 4 StreetSmart safety steps. Avoid, surprise, stun, and run.
Do you know it takes a stranger just 7 seconds to decide if you are going to be his next victim? He looks for kids that are fearful, who straggle behind. Maybe they're preoccupied or loaded down. Strangers look for easy victims. So, what is a stranger?
Hey, every time you see me do this, pause your VCR and talk to your parents. So, what is a stranger?
If someone in a uniform walked up to you on the street and said, "Come with me," what would you do? Could people in uniforms be strangers? Kidnappers are tricky. They can buy uniforms and pretend to be your friend. Bad people can dress up in all kinds of uniforms, like delivery people, repairmen, even Superman. I want you to be safe. So who can you trust?
I know! Only those who give your secret code word.
A code word is a secret password only you and your family know. If a stranger tells you that your parents sent him to bring you home, you can find out immediately if he's lying by asking for your secret code word. Watch.
Your dad's been in an accident and your mom sent me to come and get you, so let's go.
What would a street smart kid say?
Wait, what's my secret family code?
She did the right thing. Street smart kids always think before they act. Your parents will never expect you to go with anyone who doesn't know the code word. There's another kind of person to know about called a groomer. This person is like a kidnapper, but usually not a stranger. Watch. Often, the person is an adult you know, or who has become friends with you. Groomers sometimes want to spend money on you, buy you gifts, or spend lots of time with you. Children should not let anyone touch them in the bathing suit areas of their body, nor should they be asked to touch another person on those parts of the body. Tell your parents if you know an adult like this. They're dangerous.
Use the 4 Street Smart steps to protect yourself from strangers and groomers.
To become a street smart kid, your body and actions need to tell strangers that you are not an easy target. A street smart kid looks people straight in the eyes, stays alert, uses a bold voice, stands tall, and walks with confidence. Parents are not home. A street smart kid would wait for a code ring, or you can just let the answer machine pick up the call.
The safety rules also apply on the internet. These rules include never giving out personal information, never agree to go meet anyone that you have met online, immediately tell your parents if anyone makes you uncomfortable, never send pictures to someone without first checking with your parents.
Pop quiz time! Find
No, especially to someone who makes you feel uncomfortable about your private body parts. Do you know it's against the law for someone to touch the parts of your body covered by a swimsuit? A StreetSmart kid says no. What would you say if a stranger asked you to take your clothes off for a picture or wanted to touch you? If you're a StreetSmart kid, you will not let anyone touch your private parts. If an adult does touch you, tell someone you trust. Don't be afraid to tell, even if the adult threatens you or makes you feel guilty. They are lying and trying to scare you. Remember, it's not okay for grown-ups to bother children.
No, 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 no.
Victim to stranger.
Trap kids. You've already been told about strangers dressing up in uniforms, but there are other traps you need to know about.
Hi, I lost my little dog. Can you help me find him?
Be suspicious of an adult asking for help.
Hi, I'm just playing with my daughter's video game, but the batteries seem to be dead. I have some in my car. Why don't you come over and help me put them in?
Stay away from people in cars or vans.
Hey kid, how you doing? You know we're making a movie over there. You want to go see it?
Only professional agencies hire kids for TV work. I ought to know.
Hey kid, let's go to the arcade and play some video games. What do you say?
Ignore him and walk away.
Little boy, I'll give you $10 if you'll take my bag to the car for me.
It's okay to say no, even to an adult. Safety is more important than good manners.
Hey kid, I'll teach you how to hit this ball right over the fence. Come on, it'll be fun.
Trust your own feelings.
Your mom's been hurt. She's in the hospital. She sent me to come and get you.
What's the secret code word?
I don't know the code word.
You don't need to get near the car to talk to someone inside.
You know, you look like you could use a friend.
Say no to what you think is wrong.
Pizza delivery. Come on, open the door.
Nothing is more important than your safety.
Hi. You're sure a cute kid. You know, I'm a professional photographer. Why don't you come on, hop in the car. I'll take your picture.
If someone wants to take your picture, say no and tell your parents.
If you tell anybody about our little secret, I'll kill your dog.
Children should never be asked to keep special secrets from their parents.
Here's a quick quiz. A stranger offers you some money. What do? That's right, turn and run. Never fall for any of the lures that strangers use.
If you're ever approached by an adult using any of these traps, you should be extremely suspicious and run away. Dial 911 or tell an adult. You can usually trust a store clerk, a McGruff house, a mother with small children, or a grandmother. Tell her your full name, address, and telephone number. Can you write down your address and telephone number? If not, practice, practice, practice. We've also included a StreetSmart Kid card which will help you remember this information. If someone grabs you and you can't get away, scream. Then throw down your StreetSmart Kid card so someone can get you help. Now you know the 11 most common kidnap traps to avoid and how to be street smart. The time to start is now. Be cautious and observant and report anything suspicious. The 11 traps to avoid are helping, bribing, being famous, having fun, getting a job, being a playmate, emergency, affection, authority, hero, and threats.
Now that you've learned to avoid the 11 most common kidnap traps, it's time to learn 3 simple things to do to help prevent a stranger from getting close enough to grab you. Rule number 1, never let a stranger invade your personal space. Your personal space is just far enough away so that a stranger can't kick you. If Leo invades my personal space, he has enough room to grab or kick or hit me. But if I don't let him, then he can't hurt me. If he invades my personal space, I'm in trouble. He can kick, hit, or grab me. So the best thing to do is stay away by simply stepping back like this. It's so very simple and effective. Would you demonstrate for us, Wade?
All right.
Could you help me? I'm new in town here.
If approached by a stranger, use a firm voice and ask them direct questions about what they want. If you act scared, the stranger will gain confidence. Instead, act confident and ask questions about what he wants. Also, don't be afraid to tell anyone that you don't want them to come any closer. What do you want? Don't come any closer to me. Wade, would you demonstrate also?
All right.
Excuse me, I'm
What do you want?
Well, I'm new in town, and I was wondering if I could...
Get away!
Rule number 3 is to quickly decide what the stranger wants, then act quickly to prevent a stranger from grabbing you. For instance, if I'm approached by a stranger, I want to first protect my personal space, then I'll ask what he wants. If the stranger uses any trap or lures, or if you feel uneasy, immediately turn and run like this.
Hi.
What do you want?
Well, I've lost my dog, and I was wondering if...
It's much better to be safe than hurt. There's no shame in running away. As we will show you in a minute, it's not smart to try to beat up a stranger. Never strike an adult unless they grab you. Adults are going to be bigger, stronger, and more aggressive than you. If you think you can beat up an adult with fancy martial arts like in the movies, think again. For instance, Leo's a stranger that approaches Wade, and instead of being smart and running away, Wade's going to try to fight Leo.
I was wondering if you could...
As you can see, this was very ineffective. What Wade should have done is first, not allow Leo to invade his personal space. Second, he should have asked what Leo wanted. And third, he should have just turned and run away.
If you're truly StrangerSmart, you will never let a stranger get close enough to grab or kick you. However, if a stranger does grab you, use these 5 simple techniques to make the stranger let you go.
As a StreetSmart kid, we want you to try to do everything in your power to avoid being grabbed by a stranger. But if you are grabbed by a stranger, these are 5 strikes we suggest, which, if you're lucky, will stun the stranger long enough to let go of you and give you enough time to run away. The first strike is a headbutt. Say a stranger grabs me and picks me up from behind. What I can do is strike by throwing my head back, like this. Say Leo comes up and grabs me from behind. I can just hit his head with my head. He's either going to have to let you go or suffer a broken nose. If the stranger does not let you go when you hit him with the first headbutt, keep trying until he does. Wade?
Okay.
Once the stranger does let go of you, do not hesitate to run away. Another strike is to put your thumbs in the stranger's eyes. This is good when the stranger picks you up from the front, like this. That's right. As you can see, the stranger's arms are wrapped around you, so he can't block my thumbs from going into his eyes. Once he lets go, don't hesitate to run away really fast. Wade. This is also effective because the stranger won't be able to see where you ran to once he lets you go. The foot stomp is very effective if the stranger grabs you from behind and puts his hand over your mouth. To do the foot stomp, simply pick up your leg and stomp down really hard on the stranger's foot, like this. It only takes 4 pounds of pressure to break the stranger's foot bone. Don't hesitate to run away once you've stomped on the stranger's foot. Would you show us, Wade?
Okay.
Another useful strike is biting. Say a stranger grabs you from the side. All you need to do is turn your head into the side of his waist and bite really hard, like this. Wade, would you show us how this works?
All right.
As you can see, the stranger backs off very fast. The last strike we're going to teach you is the groin strike. Say the stranger grabs you by the arm. Turn into the stranger and slap the groin, making sure to pull the arm away that the stranger has hold of, like this. Then run away. Wade? Whenever you use any of these strikes, make sure to yell really loud and try to draw attention to yourself. Remember, these 5 strikes are harder than they look, but are your best chance to make the stranger let go of you long enough for you to run. Never use any of these strikes unless you're grabbed by a stranger. Also, remember, a street smart kid will do everything possible not to be grabbed. The last street smart safety step is to run. Every kid should be able to run 1/4 mile. That's 1 time around a high school track without stopping. If you can't run this far, you'd better get in shape. Jog every day, and then practice sprinting. If you're ever in doubt about a stranger's intentions, the first and best thing to do is run. Protect yourself. Get street smart. From the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. The first safety rule is that before you go anywhere, always tell someone, like your parents or the person in charge. Tell them where you're going, how you are going to get there, who you're going with, and what time you'll be back. Always check for permission first before you get in a car or leave with anyone, even if it's someone you know. Always check first before making plan changes or accepting things like money, gifts, or drugs without your parents' knowledge. It's safer for you to be with other people when going places or playing outside. You should always use the buddy system. Say no if someone tries to touch you in ways that make you feel frightened, uncomfortable, or confused. Then go and tell a grown-up what has happened. It's not your fault if you're touched in ways that aren't appropriate. You don't have to keep secrets. Just trust your feelings and talk to grown-ups about problems that are too big for you to handle on your own. A lot of people care about you, and they will listen and believe you. You're a special person, and you deserve to feel safe.
Now that you know our StreetSmart skills to be safe, you're just getting started. Watching our tape is the easy part. Now you have to apply what you have learned. Review our StreetSmart material until it has become second nature to you. Practice the techniques and skills often. The world is a great place, and now it is time for us to make it a safer place. By all of us taking a stand and saying no to more violence, we are well on our way. Take care, and remember to always be street smart.